Warm weather is upon us, which means it's time for some refreshing, delicious summertime foods. Now this is a really simple one I'm going to show you today. It's basically like an elevated chicken salad, but we've got some ground ginger in there to really amp up our flavor and a bunch of greens. We're going to do a ginger crusted chicken salad that is to die for. Let me show you guys how to do it. I'm going to start with my chicken cutlets. Now you've heard me talk about this before. Chicken cutlets are a really great way to kind of speed up your cooking time. And also, like, you don't need a ton. This is a chicken salad, right? We're not cooking a ton of food. However, this is where we get really fun. I am using some ground ginger. If you've never had ground ginger, it's not quite as potent as fresh ginger, but it's still packed with flavor. We're gonna be fairly generous with this. I'm also gonna add a bit of paprika. This is gonna give us a bit of color as well as a good bit of flavor. Again, not too heavy, just a skosh will do you. Now we talk about fresh ginger versus, fresh garlic versus jarred garlic. Today we're talking about garlic powder. Now this is mainly for consistency. I don't want any of that fresh garlic to burn, so I'm using garlic powder and a touch of salt and pepper. Now we're gonna flip them over and do the same thing on the other side. Basically what we're creating here is a lovely little layer, a crust of flavor. That paprika is gonna add a really, really beautiful color to this as well. Now you could do this with larger cut. You could do like a whole chicken breast if you want to. But like I said, we're doing an easy chicken salad. Let's head over to our griddle. Now we want to cook these pretty decent heat. I don't want to go too fast and furious, but I do want a decent sear. So I'm at about medium high heat. We'll let that go for about 2 to 3 minutes per side. While that is cooking, let's get to the rest of our delicious ingredients. You know, let's talk about lettuce real quick. So I have some spring mix. You can find this at your grocery store. Basically what it is it's a kind of a mix of these beautiful little baby greens, real delicate greens, but I want to bolster up that flavor. I want to add a bit of bitterness. Now don't be afraid when I say bitter. It's one of those flavor characteristics that your body really does love. Your palate wants it as long as it's paired properly. So I'm going to add just a bit of watercress. Watercress is a very peppery, delicious, delicate green, but it's packed with flavor. I'm also gonna add some baby arugula. Now both of these kind of fall into that peppery green territory, so the flavor just really is through the roof. Yeah, that's great. Now let's push this to the side for just a second. I'm gonna get to a bit of red onion. Now if you wanted to, you could use a mandolin for this, but if you have a really sharp knife and decent knife skills, I think you could make it work. We're gonna cut really, really thin strips of our red onion. We want it as paper thin as possible, just like that. We're gonna add that right to our greens. Now you can do your red onions any way that you like, but I feel like having it real fine and shredded like this, it's a much nicer mouthfeel. You're not getting punched in the face with that onion flavor. Now I do want that onion flavor, but I don't want it to be so big and massive that it's like that's all I taste. So having these paper thin, beautiful little pieces of onion really does go a long way for mouthfeel and flavor. All right, let's talk about grapefruit. I've used grapefruit a good bit in the last few of my videos. I am a sucker for grapefruit. Maybe it's the Floridian in me. I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that grapefruits are amazing. I'm gonna cut both ends off the grapefruit so I have a flat surface. I want a flat surface because I'm gonna use my knife. I'm gonna cut right down the sides and peel this off. We're creating something called supremes or supremes. It's just a really nice, elegant way to create a presentation for our grapefruit and add a lovely little burst of fruit juice to our salad. You know, I don't make salads that often, but when I do, they tend to involve a good bit of acidity. I'm a fan of that. I feel like it's one of those things your palate wants. Let's bring our bowl back over here. I'm gonna create these supremes. So I have my peeled grapefruit, and Ethan, can you see in there these little channels, these little lines? That's a little road map that nature gave us. We're gonna slide our knife right down the middle, just like that. We're gonna create this beautiful little seedless supreme. So let's do that for the rest of our grapefruit. Now this is gonna give us not only sweetness, a little bit of tart acidity, it's also gonna give us some texture. The texture of fresh grapefruit is fantastic. You might be asking yourself, what are we gonna do with all this leftover grapefruit? But fret not, we're gonna make a little vinaigrette with our juice. So with our leftover grapefruit, we're gonna squeeze that into a separate bowl. We're utilizing every bit of this gorgeous fruit. Awesome. Now to this, we're also gonna add a bit of fresh lemon. Let's take our lemon here. You know this trick, you give your lemon a good roll, basically loosening up all the juice on the inside so that it's easier to squeeze. That's great. If you want to, you can grab a little sieve to catch the seeds. I'm gonna go right down to our bowl. So now we've got grapefruit and lemon. We've got some of that sweet, some of that sour. Let's do the whole lemon. Oh, it smells so good. Fresh citrus just, man, it sings with flavor. I like that. Now, something else I have today, and if you can't find it, that's cool. You can just use pineapple juice. I have pineapple mango, and this stuff is amazing. It's really good in drinks, but it's also great in your vinaigrette. Just a touch, not too much. Pineapple is a really, really strong flavor. Now to this, we're gonna add a bit of brown mustard. Remember, this is our vinaigrette, so we need a touch of vinegar. And instead of using a vinegar, like a red wine or a white wine vinegar, we're using the mustard because there's a good bit of vinegar in it. You know what, let's hit that with a bit of salt and pepper as well. A little salt, a little pepper. And this, my friends, is our vinaigrette. Really, really simple. It's like a fruity, mustardy, really bright and refreshing flavor. All right, let's bring our, actually, let's get to some of our other garnishes before we get too much further. I'm gonna peek on my chicken real quick. What I'm looking for is a beautiful crust. Let's give them a flip. Oh yeah. That ground ginger and that garlic powder and that paprika really help that flavor and color pop. That's what I'm talking about. Let's take some of these green beans. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the root end off. I like to stack them up this way. Now this part is absolutely up to you. Make your salad the way you like. I like that bright little crunch of green bean. I feel like it adds a lot. But what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna cut it on a bias. So check this out. I'm gonna stagger them like this and take my knife at an angle just so I get this really pretty presentation like that. I'm gonna go again. We want bite-sized pieces, just like that. So stagger them, cut in kind of a deep bias. Again, this does not change the flavor, it only changes the appearance, but if we're taking our time to make some beautiful, delicious food, we might as well take our time to add a little extra knife technique. But that looks great to me. I've also got some grape tomatoes. Got all excited. Got some grape tomatoes. I bought the kind that have the multicolor, mostly because I just think it looks really pretty. The flavor's not really that much different between these little beauties, but the color is really, really vibrant. Now you can cut these in half. I like to do little pinwheels, and if it's a large one, I'll cut a much larger pinwheel like this little guy right here. I'll cut 1 and 2 out of the same, so I just have that really pretty appearance. I like that a lot. This is also going to add a good bit of acidity. Tomatoes have a good, decent amount of acidity to our salad. Now let's bring our bowl back and we're going to combine everything. Here we go, pro move, ready? Slide your cutting board off the edge just a little bit, and you can scoot your bowl right underneath, so off the ledge into the bowl. Our tomatoes. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. That's stunning. Now we're going to go over the top with our vinaigrette. And here we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now let's hit that with just a touch of oil. Not a lot. I just want a little sheen. Want to help that flavor kind of mellow out. You know, I'm also going to hit this with a touch more salt and a touch of pepper. Now we're going to give that a toss. And that's it for the salad. Now when you guys try this at home, you're gonna see all of these flavors combined are fantastic. The sweetness, the saltiness, the little bit of pepper from those greens, it is stunning and phenomenal. Let's check in our chicken real quick. Our salad is done. We're almost there, ladies and gentlemen. We have made it. I think my salad is gonna be one of those things like you just do all the time. I'm gonna bring this to you. Can you see this? Holy whoa, look at that. Crazy good. Now you could, I said it earlier, you could do this with breasts, but cutlets really do cook fast. And if you want a quick weeknight dinner or something like that, this is the way to go. Now, I don't need to let these rest. Now, it's not beef. Sometimes resting is a good idea with chicken, but not with chicken cutlets. You don't need to worry about it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut nice thin little strips. Now, you could go into bite-sized pieces with this, but it's just not as pretty. So I'm gonna do little strips like that. Oh, I wish you could smell this, the ginger. Ginger is so, so bright. Let's go ahead and do both of these. Nice, long strips. Now, if you wanted to, if you're cooking for more people, you could do the exact same thing and cook for a ton. It doesn't have to be just a little bit, but if it's just the two of you and you want to do something quick and simple, this is the way to go. I'm going to bring my presentation plate right over here. Let's go ahead and start with some of our salad. See all these gorgeous colors. Now I'm doing this kind of like a platter style, like a salad for two, which is how I like to serve things for my wife and I just find it to be a lot more fun. Make sure to get some of those tomatoes and the beans. Oof, can you see how shiny and gorgeous that is? Oh, all day long, I could go after this. Now we're gonna let's take our knife and we'll kind of arrange our chicken. Check this out, ready? Right over the top, just arrange that chicken in there, just like that. There we go. Stunning, stunning. And if you wanted to, there's some of that leftover vinaigrette. Ethan, can you see it in there? We still have a good bit of leftover vinaigrette, just like that. Ooh, and one of these. Oh, I'm gonna throw that right now there. We'll garnish with some of that leftover grapefruit right over the top. That's pretty. I love that. Now we're gonna go with that leftover vinaigrette right over the top of the chicken. Oh, come on, come on. That is what I'm talking about. This is one of those dishes that really is, it's too simple not to try. Got a little leftover piece. That is so good. The chicken by itself is amazing, but this salad is where it's at. Oh yeah, get some of the green beans and those microgreens, a little bit of everything. Now this really is one of those dishes where all of the flavors play together. They play nice. Oh yeah. Oh. Sweet, savory, a touch of acidity. That is so, so nice. It's a very well-balanced salad, and that's what you want. That's so good. I can get down on this. Paying attention to your flavors, that's how you take your decent griddle game to your A game. Something else is really fun. You got a touch of white wine, some leftover pineapple mango juice. Don't be afraid. Make a little mixer, add a little Sprite in there, make a little spritzer. Oh yeah, add a little spritz to your afternoon snack. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I hope you learned a few things, put a few of those little things in your pocket, add it to your arsenal of fun griddle tricks. Be sure to check out CJ's First Cooking Show, check out Todd's show, check out Betty's show, click the subscribe button down below and that little bell icon. That way you get an email every time we post a video. But this is Cook, Eat, Repeat, where we help you become a better cook one recipe at a time. I'm your host, Chef Nathan Lippy, and I will see you guys in the next video.